Hi, I'm Luana Rubin from Equilter.com, and I'm here in Washington, D.C. at the DAR Museum with Alden O'Brien, who is the curator of Textiles and Costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And we are here in the library, which is one of my favorite spaces. It's just beautiful.
It is.
And I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about the DAR before we go on our tour.
Sure. The DAR was the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, was founded in 1890 as a patriotic organization, and to this day its mission includes promoting patriotism, education, especially about American history, and preservation, specifically historic preservation. Mm-hmm. And so the museum is part of that, continuing the tradition of both preservation and education.
Great. Well, one of the things I've enjoyed most about this building are the staterooms and the quilts in the staterooms. We want to see the quilts, right? Mm-hmm. So let's go have a look at those.
I'll take you to them.
Great. So we're on our way up to the period rooms, and on the way I just have this feeling like I've been here before. Why is that?
Well, you may have seen us on television or in a movie. The DAR building, both the exterior and the interior, have been used to stand in for both the White House and the halls of Congress in everything from commercials to movies such as Angelina Jolie's Salt and many episodes of West Wing. So you may have seen us before.
Oh, no wonder. So we're here in the circa 1860s room, and tell us about what's in this place.
Well, this is the recreation of an actual room in the hill country of Texas, which still stands, dating to about 1860. And the German immigrants to Texas really loved these painted interiors, and so we've recreated the actual stencil design from that house. And this room represents the German immigrant experience in Texas, so we have some German American furniture in this room. And we have a sewing machine, which shows that would have been an important part of a family's accessories at that time. And we have a quilt on the bed, which rotates every 6 months or so that nothing is out for too long at a time, and so that people who come back can always see a new quilt.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's go to another room.
Okay.
And see another quilt. Well, tell us about this room and this beautiful quilt.
Well, this is one of our 30 period rooms, some of which have beds with reproduction bed hangings and bed coverings, and some of which have period quilts. And here we have an unfinished circa 1840 hexagon, or as they would have called it back then, mosaic pattern quilt, with a lot of very nice 1840s style prints. And we have it shown on actually a very rare antique quilting frame. Not too many of these survive because mostly they were just very basic wood, and it would probably get chopped up for firewood.
Oh, wow.
But this one, somebody took the trouble to paint and outline the borders of the various pieces, and it's kind of wonderful. You can see how this little lever here interacts with this cog, so you can ratchet it along as you need to move along to another section of the quilt. And you can see that down here, if you pull out that little sort of teardrop shaped piece, then this T frame can pull out and those poles disengage, and you can fold the whole thing up in an attic or a barn until the next time you have a quilt to put on a frame.
Oh, that's great. And I see there's a little needle case here.
Yes, we thought that since we have a scenario here of women gathering to quilt, as women so often did, not just for a quilting party, but just stopping by to quilt with a friend, we have a little mid-19th century housewife, as it was sometimes called, or needle case. And we have some of the period needles still there, and you'd keep some of your pins there, and it all folds up very nicely.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, Alden, for taking us on this tour of the building and the quilts. And actually, we'd like to do 2 more episodes here. So stay with us. We're going to be visiting the exhibit space with the quilts there, and also into the storage area down in the bottom of the building, and look in some secret boxes, and Alden's going to tell us some stories about quilts.
Let's go.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.